Grand Rising Israel, Grand Rising Shalom. Coming to y'all from Chicago, South Side. Out here for an event. Want to explain something to y'all when the purpose primarily me from sharing my videos with y'all in the manner and the way that I do it. I'm not a Bible thumper. I got scriptures I can show and use as an example in detail, which a lot of people do when they're teaching. I'm sharing. I'm primarily trying to reach my people that come from the walk that I would come from, that didn't believe in the Bible because we thought anything that Bible had to do with a religion. The people from the walk that I come from the streets. I'm gonna share with y'all something, man. I'm in Chicago right now. There's different things I want to address and I'm gonna bring it to y'all. So, four things I want to address. I just watched this documentary or interview with Sophia, what's her name? Stewart. She's the creator of the Terminator movies and the Matrix movies. She's a black woman. She knows she's an Israelite. Then I want to tell y'all about the Central Park 5. And then my experience and reason why I'm sharing and bringing stuff forward with y'all in the manner that I do. For the people of the walk that I'm familiar with, the streets. Excuse me, I'm dealing with this pollen in the air. I got allergies. And this really got me stuffed up. So, let's start with Sophia Stewart story. Real deep. She goes into detail telling about how she came about writing those movies. And the fake Jews, the white Jews, stole the copies, screen writing, etc. She sued, she's a billionaire, got all the rights to merchandise, marketing, and everything, and she's got them in court till today. She's got hired, paid bodyguards because her life is in danger. She didn't say that, but you could tell when she mentioned that she got bodyguards. This could be a reason why, Schwarzenegger was ran up on in Africa and kicked in his chest. He has to do something with this whole, her walk of suing them. He actually called her and offered her $5 million just to go away. She makes a statement in her interview. And this is how you know that she knows she's Israelite. She says she wrote this movie off of in 81 through 84. She wrote these movies, but she said it prompted her to write it because in 77 she saw Star Wars. And she's one of these people who can read the Bible and discern the stories and the depictions of what's going on out of the Bible. She's real spiritual. And she said that Star Wars movie was Satan's story. Darth Vader is about Satan. And that lets you know these white folks, these Jews, they know exactly who we are. So that prompted her to make the Terminator movie, the screenplay for it and everything. Joan Connors is a character in there. She said Joan Connors was a synonym for JC, Jesus Christ. Yes, she's read the book and she's under the influence of what they put in there in the New Testament of a Christ, sacrifice Christ. So she's off on that part, but nevertheless, she's very talented with her interpretation and the way she brings it forward from the film to tell a story. And it's all got to do with the Bible, even with the Matrix. That was supposed to be after Christ in the future. I'm not into sci-fi stuff. I never could get into that. And hence the reason why when I first read the Bible, tried to read it when I was in jail. And I was starting to see these stories of snakes and serpents talking and all this other stuff. I couldn't relate to it, so I put it down. Ironic. She mentions in this interview, black folks' problem is we compromised and we want to settle for the matrix, the fairy tale, the illusion of life, the hamster wheel that we're willing to stay on and not go anywhere. We don't want to see how far this rabbit hole goes. Cursed. Central Park 5. I'm going to go back to her in a second. Central Park 5. I watched this movie. And I actually cried because seeing how cursed we are, what we go through, what we endure, how they treat us. That movie spoke volumes, detailing who we are. One scene was when it was about 4 black dudes and 1 Puerto Rican dude, you know what I'm saying? We're all of the nation of Israel. People, the Puerto Ricans are the tribe of Ephraim. When they were holding him in the bullpen, the youngest one, who was 14 at the time, he was crying. He was saying, "Why are they making us lie? Why are they doing us like this?" Puerto Rican dude turned around and says to him, "When have you known them to do us any other way?" Us. Then you see the actions of the Edomites. And this is what, like I said, we'll wrap the news details out of that book describing that there's 3 beings: the beast, the angel, mankind. The beast's attribute is to not have no heart, no compassion. That's what they were showing in that. They showing you that those Edomites have no compassion in that movie. You look at how they're mocking us in this world. The Jewish control the media, the movie, the entertainment, and everything. They've been mocking us for decades, centuries. If you look at the movies they put out, The Wizard of Oz, it's about a scarecrow, a lion, and Tin Man. Those are 3 types of beings. They know that Bible. They know who they are. They know who they are. You look at Lion King. It's about a lion cub that don't know who he is. Raised by hyenas. Heathens. That's our world. We're raised in their world, not knowing that we're the king of the jungle. Planet of the Apes. It's about a son that the apes get, which is the truth. Wake up and figure out who they are. They're mocking us. The movie Troy with Brad Pitt. Achilles was supposed to be an Israelite. They don't tell you that because they let you see the flesh being white. Achilles is talking to a woman in the movie. She's got on garments. Fringes with borders of blue in that movie. Look it up. They know who we are. I share testimony because our life is a testimony. When people say they don't believe that we're the Israelites, this flesh is testament to who we are. The tattoos that we rock and everything is a testament to who we are, being lost, compromised. I got a tattoo of a cross on me, of something that has nothing to do with me. I'm lost. All of our people got this testimony from the religions that we follow. You won't see no white Jewish guy, old or young, going around here with a tattoo of a slave ship on his body, trying to claim that he's a descendant of Deuteronomy curses. I specifically made this video today because I got here Friday and I knew I wanted to see. Come Sunday, the state of mind that my people are going to be in. They got on their Sunday best in attendance, going to praise that cross. Faithfully. This is why 90% of Israel are going to be destroyed. I just came from my barber. Speaking of these curses, and I'm here for a ceremony dealing with my cousin. He just became chief of police in a suburb. Anyway, I'm in the barber shop. I'm talking to my barber. I've been getting cut by my barber like 3, 4 years. And this cop comes in, a female cop, with her mother and her son, who she's getting a haircut for. So just barber talk shop, barbershop talk. Start talking little stories and everything. And the grandma mentions that she was raised a block from here. This is my grandmama's house. And I said, man, you probably know my aunties. So we started talking the names and everything. I said, yeah, my auntie went to Calumet. My barber says, I went to Calumet. Look at him. I said, man, how old is you? He like, man, I'm 43. I said, man, I'm 48. So the cop, we started telling war stories. She was talking about when, as her being a female, before she was a cop, the stuff she witnessed out here. She's like, yeah, I wanted to come back to the suburbs when I was a kid. I saw so much out there. So me and the barber started talking about war stories of shootouts. Come to find out, we're both gang affiliated. I'm a vice lord. Come to find out, I'm thinking all the time that he cut me up my hair. He a GD, but he's a BD. We started talking about these shootouts. Come to find out, we were shooting out against each other in high school. He's younger than me, but he was still in the streets. And I'm like, man, I didn't know. So we started telling my story, and like, yeah, I was there. But never no bad blood. We grown men now and everything, but our testimony is of who we are due to those curses. The stuff that we didn't experience as a people is this is God's power. He put us in this condition. It's going back to what I'm saying about one of the statements that Sophia Stewart made. Once you wake up, you must endure. You must continue to see how far this rabbit hole goes. You can't compromise yourself. You can't give up and decide to go back up through the rabbit hole to this world. You get your head cut off by a blade of a John Deere riding mower going back out in that world. When you in this truth, keep his laws and his commandments of the Most High, I am, he protects you of this world. I'm a living testament of that. Now, good example, my barber. He sees me come in with my fringes all the time. I be telling him stuff. And he always says he heard something, but he's still not heeding to it. But this is just letting you know. I'm doing this for a purpose, to try to reach my people. He might not get it. He might get it next month. He might get it in 3 years. It might take something traumatic in his life to happen for him to change his ways. But nevertheless, he's getting that seed. How much water he getting, how much light he getting, how he receive it. It's on him. It's his fault. This is truly beautiful. I wouldn't trade this for nothing, knowing that I'm an Israelite. I've known people in my past, primarily I want to say when I was in California, not too many people in Chicago I've met that's being black who've had said stuff like they wish they were white. I mean, I've never seen that. Despite what I've been through, I've never wanted to be white. And I'm seeing how much, for all that we didn't endure and been through, how much more the blessing is going to be. The Central Park 5 boys I can relate to because, like I said, I'm sharing war stories with y'all, letting y'all understand how I share and who I'm trying to reach and who can relate to it. I'm not a Bible thumper. I can use scriptures to show this and that and let you see it for yourself. I want people who don't believe, never believe, hear my story and then start to hear things in other people they can be more vocal out of the book and share with them and let them see if that's how they want to take that walk. Central Park 5. That episode of being incarcerated, I went through that in Chicago here. You know, I never did prison. You know, I've been in the county for some time, and the one thing I knew, as long as you shut your mouth, you'll get out. I'm not doing life. You might get me for a season or two, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not admitting to something. Even if I've done it and you have no evidence, I'm not admitting to nothing. Those boys had a worse situation because family is everything. And they pulled the boys' family away from them. In the fact that I was in this world doing things by choice and actually committing crimes. Those guys never did any crime. But this goes to show you the power of the Most High God. He's not discriminating with these curses. Maybe he had me already scripted to wake at a certain time. And my walk had to mean something because people that I'm influential around, this is going to be a testament for them waking or denying. Because they know I ain't never lied. I was true in them streets. And I'm true with what I share with them. You know, they be thinking it's a religious sabbatical that I'll be on. I keep trying to tell them, this ain't got nothing to do with religion, man. Listen, look at it. Look at it. Look at the material. This rabbit hole gets deep. Sophia brought out so much information in her interview. She went into the whole reason why she made the movie. She go into GMOs, artificial intelligence, cloning. She said it's all going on. She knew that in the future you would not be able to tell male and female apart because of what this government is instilling in their program. I'm riding on the freeway right now on the damn Rhine, and I see a marquee come up with a rainbow flag and say, Happy Pride Month. When the hell did this become a Pride Month? They just slipped this in. This is what's going on. Programming. They just give it to you and you just accept it. So next year at the same time, this is going to be a tradition. Pride Month. Look, man, I'm not holding hands with nobody going to hell. Sit on my seat. I see people on my timeline just making statements talking about, with the rainbow flag and everything, and talking about, don't be a bigot, this and that and everything. Look, man, and the fact that they Edomites doing this on my timeline, I haven't shared too much of the raw material, identifying who they are in the name of not wanting to offend. I'm just telling my people who they are. So they're showing without even knowing. I'm sitting back and looking at them display just who they are. I'm not going where you go. These people are truly different. And just want us to accept it. You got to come out of this world, Israel. It's the only chance you have to wake up, keep the laws, keep the Sabbath to the best of your ability. Come out of this world. Let these pagan traditions go, holidays, unclean food eating, and most definitely Sunday worship. That's the best thing you can do for your soul. If not, understand that this is good as it gets. This is your world right now. This is good as it gets. And if you tired of the struggle and everything, just know that whatever you received on income tax, that was as good as it's going to get. You hit $500 on a scratch-off lottery ticket, that's as good as it's going to get. I want better. I'm gonna watch another interview with Sophia Stewart. Uh, I've been seeing a lot of you come into comment boards. Not a lot of you, I'm gonna say a few of you, and offering scriptures and to help me with my delivery to the people that's viewing this and everything. And I'm gonna get into some research and see how I can align that with another delivery. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Because like I said, I'm not a Bible thumper. I know I'm a spiritual person. I don't want to get it twisted to think anybody think I'm trying to teach or preach. I want to reach, if anything, people from the same walk that I come from. They can relate to me. My sinus is real bad. Like I said, there's pollen in the air. It's a beautiful day here in Chicago, though, man. It said it's 81, but it feels like it's about 86. It's supposed to rain all day. Had me some jerk chicken last night, man. I love Chicago food. It ain't nothing like it. But anyway, trying to see if I covered everything what I wanted to share with y'all. I know I'm gonna probably do a part 2 about the revelations of what they've been mocking us about in this world. You know, the movies. I can go on and on the movies that they present. Planet of the Apes. There was another one. You know, you look at the movie with the hidden figures about the 3 black women astronauts. You know, they get all their power off us. I mean, we have so much proof of who we are, and our people steady deny. I don't know. Maybe if y'all could share some information with me and let me know where we are at in prophecy times. You know, that much I will admit that I don't know. You know, maybe the gates have been closed. Maybe the elected and selected in the house, and we must rally us. Maybe there ain't no more admittance. Maybe it's no more tickets to be given out. Maybe no more people are gonna get it. And if that's the case, share something with me scripturally. Show me that, and definitely, even if or if not, we must start uniting. Take this into consideration. If all of us Israelites, if we all, no matter what school, camp, gathering you're from, individual, learning, studying, self-medicating yourself, knowledge-wise, if we all took into the understanding, if we got rid of that little Jesus that they gave us in the New Testament, and we only praise the Most High. If we took that little baby Jesus with his toys, his little cross, his little pool party, baptism, any ritual related to him, and get away with it, and just honor the Most High, I am. Do you see how solid we can come together? The only debate we would have, it would be minute, is of the high holy days and the so-called 12 tribes club, which I'm a supporter of, but in I'm gonna say it like this: limitations. I'm looking at it right now. I'm not starting not to believe that one particular group isn't on there. I'm not gonna mention who. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But I know the Puerto Ricans and the Southern tribe for sure are of the 12.
You didn't see that, son.
That was my auntie. Most High bless her soul. I shared the video. She's dealing with some demons, you know. But I love her nevertheless. She knows she Israel, but she's learning under a school that's got some issues, and it ain't helping her issue. But like I said, if we can all gather without the so-called Christ crucified, just think how we would unite. Just think about it. If we all just followed the Most High, With that said, I'm gonna wrap this up together with my family, meeting my grandma and my aunties, and then my cousins, the twins, and all praise due to the Most High. I am. Love you, Israel. Shalom.